Hello everybody, my name is Karuna Bliss and this is High Vibration Botanicals. We have a few different gardens here. Some of them are a little hard to even see or distinguish from the environment, but this one right here that you're looking at, it's about the size of a regular, maybe medium to large size backyard. And what we've done is we've planted 50 different medicinal herbs. They're traditional Chinese medicinal herbs and also Ayurvedic herbs from India and Western herbs from Europe and the Americas. So to give you a basic idea of some of the plants and what they're about, this one right here is pretty cool. This one's called Shungiku, and Shungiku is from Japan. It's a really amazing plant. It has 30% more potassium than a banana does. It also has a lot of B vitamins, which are really good for people, say, that don't eat meat, or maybe they're vegan, or just in general. But it's packed almost a multivitamin with a lot of potassium, and just really soothing. So it's better cooked. The leaves helps to make them a little more palatable, but really powerful plant. And then next we have one of my favorites. This one is stevia, and stevia is quite amazing. I am super impressed by this plant. I'm really impressed by the sweetness and just the vibrancy of this plant. You know, for people that are working on getting over sugar addictions and things like that, it definitely helps. If you're doing cleanses and things where you need to avoid sugar but you want to still get a little bit of sweetness, it really does work. Of course, right here we have a tiny little nasturtium. In nasturtium, the leaves can be used as wraps, and the flowers are edible, and they're really bright and beautiful. As a matter of fact, let me show you some of the bigger patches we have of nasturtiums. So that's their flower right there. And sometimes they just flower all over the place, but we basically have them everywhere. Okay, let me see here. So next we have this very large one. This is just a beautiful, beautiful plant. Really, really healthy, really vibrant. Really likes to be here. It is called elecampane. And the flowers and the roots are used traditionally for the respiratory system. So for lungs and colds and bronchitises and things like that. So it's a really amazing plant. Right here we have a Hawaiian aloe. And Hawaiian aloe is just amazing. It's very healing. It's got huge, huge blades on it, and it is just a wonderful plant. Right here, these really beautiful looking, kind of oak leaf looking leaves, this is called angelica. And angelica is all around an amazing plant for women. It's really good for the menstrual system and the entire feminine hormone system. It also is good for men, and it's very soothing and relaxing, and you can just use the leaves in the tea. So that's one of my faves. Here we have quite a bit of Tulsi. This particular Tulsi, we have a lot of different we have 3 different Tulsis in the garden. This particular one is called Tulsi Krishna, and Tulsi Krishna is a really, really good growing Tulsi. It's very sweet. It really thrives here. It's really beautiful. The flowers we cut off all the time, just keeps them growing, and the flowers and leaves can be used as tea. Very relaxing to the nervous system. And Let's see what we have next here. Ooh, yes, this patch is the infamous stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is just packed full of minerals and iron and all kinds of just amazing stuff for our bodies. Very, very mineralizing and healthy to drink this as a tea, or to take the herb in capsule form or whatnot. This one right here is pretty cool. I haven't seen the flower yet. It takes 2 years. This one's called Evening Primrose, and it creates this huge flower, and it's used traditionally as a very soothing and healing oil for the skin. So I'm pretty excited about that. This thing right here, which is really pretty, is a edible hibiscus, and the leaves and the flowers are edible. This is one of the prizes of the Polynesians. Then we have some, this is called Baringaraj. Its scientific name is Eclipta alba. And this plant's really amazing. This plant can heal cirrhosis of the liver. It's restorative to all the organs. And it is something that is known in India to bring the color of your hair back when it's gray, to help you with balding. It's extremely restorative. It's basically everything that a dandelion does, except that it's a completely robust restorative as well. And the whole plant can be used in various ways. You eat it, teas, salads, soups. Here we have an amazing plant. I mean, this is comfrey. And comfrey is an incredible plant to have in the garden. For one thing, it is super powerful for mending your bones, and you can wrap things that are sprained, and it'll help to heal your bones and your body. But in addition to that, these leaves grow huge, monstrous, really beautiful, thick, luscious leaves. And you can cut those leaves and you can apply them to your garden beds to create more fertilizer and compost, and nice and soft and sweet and cool areas for mycorrhizas to thrive. Right here, it's kind of getting a little bit crunched in between the shungiku and the Eclipta, is a mullein. Now mullein, when you feel the leaves of this, it's soft, really soft, like a lamb's ear or something. And basically that's what your lungs are supposed to feel like. If you were to reach into your lungs and feel them, and you didn't smoke, and you didn't have anything wrong with them, you didn't breathe in a bunch of gnarly air from the cities and stuff, and then it would be soft and smooth. It would have all these little tiny hairs on them. Well, you can use this in a smoke blend, which will help to open up your lungs. It's a decongestant in that way. You can also drink it as a tea, which is just all around good for your lungs and your respiratory system. Let me see here. These are really cool. I really like these. These huge leaves right here. This is burdock root. And gosh, what a beautiful plant. I mean, it's just so strong. It's amazing. So, and then here, he's gotten a little bit eaten by some creatures, is the this one's called ashwagandha. And it is truly an herbal tonic. In India, it's very similarly used the same way ginseng's used in China. It's a very good for male body, used by all, but it's especially powerful for the masculine body. Right here, this beautiful little creature is lemongrass. And lemongrass, oh man, it just takes a tiny little piece. You just stick it in your mouth. Now I know why. People love that. Now, I don't know if you guys can see bees flying around here. The bees are going completely, they are just in love They cannot believe this garden. Their minds are blown. Between the tulsi and the borage, they are just thick here in the garden. Here we have a beautiful tobacco. I don't actually use the tobacco plant myself, but I think that it can be a powerful insecticide, and it can also, you know, be an important stimulant in certain circumstances. One thing I wanted to mention about the tobacco plant, it is something that's a little bit, it's a little bit, you know, abused and whatnot in our society right now. But what I wanted to mention is that these flowers, I was just visited by a good friend of mine, Joe, and I actually did not know this, but the flowers are the part that the Native Americans would smoke. So that's really important to me, because I do highly respect the Native American culture. And so knowing what part they used, I actually have never smoked any of these flowers. So I may dry some out and try it just to see what it would be like, maybe have a little peace pipe ceremony with some friends. Now, in addition to the ones I just showed you, this is a patch of mint. Nice big patch of mint. And this is a small, tiny little moringa tree. This little baby is getting going. She's pretty. And moringas, if you haven't heard of them yet, you will. They're pretty much a superfood. They have all the vitamins and nutrients and minerals and proteins and pretty much everything you need. If you have one of those trees, you're pretty set. And then there's a mugwort flower right there. You can kind of see it. It's kind of dying. But it's a really beautiful flower. This one right here, this is pretty neat. This particular one, it's called cassava. And beautiful, beautiful plant. It's what they make tapioca out of. Now, all this grassy stuff, the really tall grass, that is vetiver grass, and vetiver can also be used as a something to put on the as a compost on your plants. So that's really neat. I have lots of seeds going right now. We have lemon balm and 6 different types of mint. There is turmeric, San Pedro cactus, which is just this little tiny thing right here. I started from seed. It's really amazing looking. And then of course we have the African ashwagandha. And this one right here is pretty beautiful. That little tiny thing right there with the tiniest little leaves. Right here, that is a Chinese licorice root. So I'm really excited about that. And in addition to that, we have a variety of new starts right here also. This one's a really beautiful one. This one's called wood bentony. And wood bentony is an amazing nervine tonic. It's really quite beautiful. I have some baby moringas that I'm preparing to bring to one of my favorite properties on the island, Lakahi. We have a variety right here. This is a Hawaiian baby wood rose. It's a really cool local plant that has some amazing properties. This one right here is called Andrographis. Very powerful and potent Chinese herbal medicine, which I found to be really beautiful. And then this one right here, which is pretty neat. This is red bergamot. This is what they make Earl Grey out of. And so that's a really fun one. This one right here, that one is called marshmallow. And marshmallows are super important right now. Slippery elm is something that is endangered on the planet right now. It's being used too much. So marshmallow is a replacement, and marshmallow and slippery elm both are demulcents. They lubricate your intestinal system, and if you're having, you know, acid or any kind of sores or anything in there that's going to cause pain, then this is a really nice plant to have. Very good plant to have. So this is some of the stuff. Let me see, a couple other plants we can show. This one's the Heavenly Blue Morning Glories, though they're not out right now. They're super amazing. This right here, very normal looking plant, is an astragalus plant. An astragalus is creates a root that is a very, very powerful immune tonic. So very happy to have that one with us. And then this particular kind of wild looking bush right here is borage, and borage is absolutely divine. I guess it's the most prolific producer of honey. So the bees in your yard will be just kind of blown away if you put the borage out there. Right here we have a few more items. This just kind of mess right here, kind of messiness, is flaxseed. So pretty amazing. But we have flax. Wow, they're really good. That's quite impressive, actually. There's the flax right there. Little brown pods. Really yummy. This is some more, a small little patch. This is a cool little patch that was actually transplanted from Little Beach, McKenna Beach, and it is a really healthy, yummy type also. Over here, this is lemon balm, also known as Melissa. Very fun plant, very beautiful, very healing, very relaxing, mild. Those purple flowers right there, that's Chinese balsam. And there's a Chinese balsam little pod. So right here is mamaki. A little mamaki. Beautiful mamaki. This woman Eternity brought. And then this amazing, huge little creature is the African ashwagandha. African ashwagandha. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, African tulsi, an African basil. Not an African ashwagandha. African basil. Extremely prolific, huge. Smells wonderful, like basil.